The Committee on Parole is called to order. Today is September 30th, 2021. The time is 9:39 a.m. Members of the panel today are Carl Wise, Tony Marabella, and Jim Wise, who will be chairing today. Our remote location is at Webster. Would the staff at Webster please introduce themselves?
Deputy Holloman. I'm on staff. Mr. Johnson's the staff. Sorry.
And I'm Jason Johnson, the program manager for the sex offender treatment unit.
Thank you. We are ready for our first case. Would the offender please introduce yourself for the record? Stating your name and DOC number.
My name is Rayontre Cummings. My DOC number is 704423.
Thank you. Let me explain the process to you. First, I will read information into the record, then the board will conduct a parole interview with you. At then, you'll be allowed to make a brief statement before the board votes. You understand the process, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is the case for Rayontre Cummings, DOC 704423. Date of birth, January 20th, 1993. Classified as a third felony offender. Offense, carnal knowledge of a juvenile. Sentencing date, September 15, 2016. Revoked on August 14, 2019. Sentenced to 5 years hard labor. Parole eligibility date is July 27, 2020. Good time, not eligible. Full term is January 27, 2023. Is this information correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Pearl.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
How's it going?
I'm all right, ma'am.
Good, good. How long you been in jail?
I've been in jail since May 2019.
Okay, May of 2019. Okay. When you absconded supervision, where did they find you?
I turned myself in.
Oh, okay, okay. You turned yourself in at what, at the probation parole office?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. That's what I was trying to figure out in the records where they found you. So when you absconded, you didn't leave the area. You stayed around. You just stopped reporting.
Yes, ma'am.
What was going on in your life that you did that?
I was going through it myself, you know. I had lost my job. I was talking to, you know, I was talking to a female. Me and her was going through it, you know. I had problems and stuff like that. So, you know, I wasn't trying to run in nothing like that, you know. So when she put the warrant out on me, you know, I wasn't running it, so I just turned myself in, you know what I'm saying? So let them know that I wasn't trying to run in nothing like that.
But I think you started reporting about 2 years, huh?
Say that again?
How you stopped reporting about 2 years, huh? 2 or 3 years before you turn yourself in, huh?
No, ma'am.
How long was it?
It probably was like a month and a half, 2 months. That's it.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. Probation parole, they do a document, and it's called a needs assessment. And in the needs assessment, you come up high for education and high for substance abuse and transportation. I'm showing you got 10 years of education. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any plans to get your high set?
Yes, ma'am. I'm in a class right now, trying to get my GED.
Oh, good. That's good to hear. So tell me about drug use.
Drug use, you know, when I was out there, I was smoking a little marijuana.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And what age you started doing that?
I started like when I was 17.
Okay. Okay. Age 17 up until, and how old are you today?
28.
You're 28. Do you think you need any kind of drug treatment?
No, man. I for myself,
Mm-hmm.
I really did all the drugs that I did until when I come to jail on this time, and I've been down for 2 years, and I started to realize that I'm getting old in jail, and me keep doing the same thing, it's not gonna make it better of me. So, I'm changing myself while I'm in jail.
Okay, good. Now, I'm glad to hear you making wise use of the time. I'm glad to hear that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
And the other, for some reason, the other concern was transportation. Do you have transportation issues?
Yes, ma'am. I got transportation issues, but my parents and stuff right now, they told me when I get out, they're gonna help me get my own transportation when I get out.
Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. And where would you live if you're successful today and you're released?
Or I go back to my parents' house.
Where is that?
That's in Baton Rouge, where I was residing at.
Okay, in Baton Rouge. Let's talk a little bit about this crime. I read that the young lady told the police that she was prostituting for you to help you pay your parole fees.
No, man, that's incorrect. She was already doing it already.
Uh-huh.
And see, when I met her at a hotel room already, and while she was doing it already, so I ain't have no encouragement that she was doing it already until she told me later down the line.
So you met her while she was doing her services. You were a client of hers. That's how you met her.
No, I wasn't a client of hers. You heard me? We met at the store. When we met at the store, like I told you, I was smoking marijuana at the time, and she wanted some marijuana, and I had sold her some marijuana, and then that's how we introduced ourselves to each other.
Okay. And you had no indication that she was a minor.
No, ma'am. She had a fake ID, and then the ID that she had, well, hey, later down the line, she was getting a hotel room with that ID, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So that ID was working for her.
Yeah, the ID was working.
Oh, okay, so that's why I see why all the other charges got dropped.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I do want to inform you as a part of this process, she is your victim. Probation parole was not able to reach her, so we don't have her comments about you getting out early or anything. As a part of this process, we reached out to the law enforcement community to get their opinion about early release, and they all oppose your early release. Do you how you feel about having to register as a sex offender?
I don't mind registering. I think on my end, I made a mistake, but I feel like it wasn't my mistake because I was caught up in a bad situation.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm saying? But I still took it in a sip because I did make a mistake on my end. So you know what I'm saying? I don't mind signing up. You know what I'm saying? I was doing it. I was doing it until I started getting on drugs. I was going to class. I was paying my money. I was on attending the probation until everything kind of collapsed for me.
Okay, because it's gonna be a way of life. And another assessment that we do is a risk assessment, and you come out high on our risk assessment as well. So that's going to be very concerning. Now you're a second offender, but what was your first felony conviction? I couldn't determine that with the records I have.
You said
They list you as a second offender. So what's your other felony conviction for?
I'm really not on for sure, man. I don't want to lie.
Okay, all right. Maybe my colleagues can help me figure that out. Okay. I think it's the drug charges. It was the drug charges back in 2015.
Oh yes, man.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I remember when I was looking at my notes. I remember, and I didn't go back and correct that. When I did find it, I found my answer. So what job skills do you have? How are you gonna make a living?
I was working at a restaurant. I started off at a restaurant, then I had started working for the Advocate newspaper.
You-
Say that again, it was breaking up.
What were you doing for the Advocate newspaper?
Oh, I was sent on like we was making like the newspapers and stuff. Like they'll drop like a big pallet, and then they have like 30 people on one side, 30 people on the other side, and we'll stack all the sales up and send them out. So we probably had to do like, if I go to work, we'll probably do like 21,000 newspapers for the night,
Mhm.
like that.
Some kind of assembly type stuff, assembly work.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Well, I do want to encourage you to continue, working toward that high set. Is there any trade you are interested in?
Yeah.
Who you want to be? What you want to be when you grow up?
I want to own my own restaurant. I'm thinking about going in for culinary.
Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. And also, sex offender treatment. Have you had an opportunity to take any sex offender treatment classes?
I took a Rayontre class when I was at Winsboro, Louisiana, Franklin.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And yeah, those things are hard right now. Well, that's all I have. Thanks for answering my questions.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Marabella.
I've just got one or two questions. Mr. Cummings, in 2015, Ms. Wise was talking to you about your other conviction. It was for drugs. You were originally charged with possession with intent to distribute marijuana and possession of alprazolam and Xanax. You pled guilty to those charges. Were you selling Xanax, or were you using Xanax? I mean, what was going on with the Xanax?
The Xanax, I was selling them, sir.
So how long were you selling drugs?
I had just started. I had just started probably about a year. That's it.
Now, you say you don't have a drug problem. Is that what I'm hearing you tell me?
Yes, sir. I don't have no drug problem.
Well, as Ms. Wise pointed out, your assessment suggests that you have a high needs for substance abuse. You disagree with that? How long have you smoked marijuana?
I smoked it on and off. Like I started smoking, and then I stopped. Then I stopped for like a couple years. Then I started back.
Were you smoking marijuana when you got charged with carnal knowledge of a juvenile?
Yes, sir.
Were you smoking marijuana in 2015 when you were charged with possession of alprazolam and possession with intent to distribute marijuana?
Yes, sir.
Well, do you think that the smoking of marijuana contributes to your crimes?
Yes, sir.
And you don't think that's a problem?
Well, since I've been incarcerated right now, at this moment and stuff, I had to learn myself, and then during all them times that I was out there using the drugs, and it was making me be somebody that I wasn't. And since I've been incarcerated, like for these 2 years, I have learned to myself that drugs is not for me no more.
Mr. Cummings, jail is a good place for people to think.
Yes, sir.
But then when they get out, they don't think anymore. Unless they get some treatment and some help and some tools to be able to stay off of the drugs.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate your comments. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Okay, at this time, is there anything you'd like to say to the board before we vote?
I just want to say, I made my mistakes in the past. I'm sorry. I talked to my parents and stuff throughout the week and stuff. And I really realized that I did not just hurt myself. I hurt my family that loved me. I'm not the perfect person in the world. I did make my mistakes. And since I've been incarcerated and really sit down for this long time, because every other time I only did like 12 months or 10 months, and I get back out there and I mess up again, and it just made me open my eyes You know, then I was kind of young doing it, you know, doing, you know, like dumb stuff. And I just want to say, man, I'm changing myself to be a better person.
Okay, thank you very much. At this time, Ms. Pearl Wise will be voting.
All
I
right.
love, it was great to hear you say that. You have really spent this time reflecting. I'm really, I'm glad to hear that. But today my vote is to deny, because you have not had any treatment, no sex offender treatment, no substance abuse treatment. You have a high Tiger score. You are at high risk. So you really, really need this time to reflect. And I think you need more programs. So that is my vote. I encourage you to continue to work on that high set. Try. I know that will make your parents proud if you can earn that while you're in. Best wishes to you, sir.
All right.
Mr. Marabella.
Thank you. Mr. Cummings, you're a young man. You've got a lot of life yet to live. While you're in prison, you're telling us that it's really been good to reflect, and I appreciate that, and I encourage you to continue to do that. I, like Ms. Wise, believe that you need more programming, you need sex offender treatment, and you also need some substance abuse treatment. You have a high need for that. So my vote today is going to be to deny, but to encourage you to continue to work. I mean, you're a young man. You'll be back before this board long and you'll be out. But you need to get some tools to be able to stay out. So good luck to you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, at this time, I'm going to be voting. My vote is to deny. I think I'm going to go along with my colleagues there. You need some more programs. You got strong law enforcement opposition against, hey, get this behind you, man. And when you go out, stay out. Poor supervision's what's killed you. I mean, when you get out, you abscond and everything. You just got to change your life around there. Today, my vote is to deny for the reasons stated. That'll conclude our hearings today at Webster Parish. The time is 9:57 a.m. Thank you. Thank y'all very much, Mr. Johnson.
That was a first. That was a first. Pimping an underage girl to pay his parole fees. Wow. And they just like take his excuses. I thought she was older. She was booking the hotel. Yeah, like these hotels take ID. You know, these aren't the hotels that you know, and they know that. Please. There are so many things wrong with this crime, and it's just so. But they denied him. They denied him. What more can you do, right? I don't have any records of it. Nothing's on the internet. I guess the only thing we can say is this hearing did take place quite some time ago, and we haven't seen him since. I don't know. Maybe we'll see him in his next parole hearing. I don't know, but yeah, this took place when September 30th. Back in the days of COVID. Do you remember that? Oh, it seems like a lifetime ago. It wasn't that long ago. But it's interesting to see the whole perspective of what COVID did to the prison systems. It really put a lot of things on hold, like no programs, and really caused havoc. But we got the parole hearings out of it. Pretty incredible. You think he's going to stay out of trouble? Well, we'll find out here if he doesn't. But please do the YouTube thing, help the channel grow. With that, I'll let you go.